Every year, right before midnight, there's this moment where I stop and look around the room. Someone's laughing too loud. Someone's sneaking one last snack, thinking I don't notice. There's a board game half finished on the table with pieces scattered everywhere. And at least one kid who should have been asleep 2 hours ago, curled up on the couch, fighting to keep their eyes open. And I think to myself, this is the moment. Not the countdown, not the fireworks or the resolutions or the champagne toast. Just family, together, welcoming a brand new year in the only way we know how. Loud, messy, and full of love. Because years from now, they won't remember what we ate. They won't remember who won the game. But they'll remember this feeling. The warmth, the laughter, the safety of being exactly where they belong. This is We Are the Hansons. Welcome back to We Are the Hansons. I'm Maya Hanson, and today's episode, this one's special. We're talking about something that means everything to us. New Year's Eve, family gatherings, the traditions we've built. The meals that simmer all afternoon, the snacks that disappear faster than you can refill them, the games, the noise, the quiet moments tucked between all the chaos, and the people who choose to spend that night with us. Because in our house, New Year's isn't about perfection, it's about presence. It's about looking back at the year we survived and looking forward to the one we're walking into together. So grab a cup of coffee or maybe something warmer, settle in, and come spend New Year's Eve with our family. New Year's Eve has always felt different to me than any other holiday. There's no pressure to make it magical, because the magic is already there. It's not about gifts or decorations or elaborate plans. It's quieter than that, deeper. It's about closing one chapter and opening another, together. It's about saying, this year wasn't easy, but look, we're still standing. And when your family is big, loud, blended, and beautifully imperfect like ours, that togetherness matters more than anything. Because time moves fast, faster than you ever think it will. Kids grow, they change, their voices deepen or soften, their interest shifts. One day they're asking you to tie their shoes, and the next they're making plans you're not invited to. Life changes too. Jobs come and go, seasons shift. Struggles surface and hopefully fade. But this night, this one stays the same. Every year, no matter what's happened, no matter how hard things have been, we gather. We cook, we eat, we laugh, we play games that get way too competitive. And at midnight, when the year officially turns over, we hug, we cheer, we hold each other a little tighter. Because in that moment, we're reminded of something we sometimes forget in the chaos of everyday life. We have each other. And that's enough. More than enough. The day of New Year's Eve always starts slow in our house. There's no rush, no frantic energy, just this quiet hum of anticipation. By late morning, I'm in the kitchen, coffee in hand, still in my comfortable clothes, making a mental checklist of everything that needs to happen before people arrive. And let me be honest, I'm not one of those people who has it all perfectly planned out weeks in advance. I know what we're doing. I know the vibe I want to create, but the details, those happen in real time. By early afternoon, the house starts to shift. The kids sense something's coming. They wander into the kitchen asking what we're making, when people are arriving, whether they can set up the game table early. And I love that energy because it's not just me preparing for the night. It's all of us. Someone's setting out bowls and plates. Someone else is rearranging furniture to make more space. Someone's inevitably taste testing things they shouldn't be touching yet. And the kitchen comes command central. There's always something simmering, something roasting, something that smells so good you can't help but drift back towards the stove every few minutes. And people do. They drift in, they ask when things will be ready, they linger at the counter talking while I chop, stir, or season. Because that's the thing about cooking in our house. It's never solitary. The kitchen is where stories get told, where updates get shared, where someone inevitably starts laughing so hard they can barely finish their sentence. And by the time the sun starts to set, by the time the first car pulls up outside, the house already feels full. Not just with food, but with life, with warmth, with anticipation, with the promise of what the night will bring. There's this moment right when people start arriving where the energy completely shifts. Doors open, coats pile up on the bed in the guest room, voices overlap, footsteps echo from every direction. Kids run in, greet each other like they haven't seen their cousins in years, even though it's been like 2 weeks. Adults hug. Someone's carrying a dish they made. Someone else is holding a bag of snacks or a bottle of something bubbly. And suddenly, the house isn't just ours anymore. It belongs to everyone. There's this beautiful chaos that settles in. Conversations happening in 3 different rooms. Laughter spilling out from the living room. Someone asking where to plug something in. Someone else already raiding the snack table before dinner's even ready. And I stand there for just a second, in the middle of it all, and I breathe it in. Because this is what I wait for all year. Not the perfection, the noise. The beautiful, messy, wonderful noise of people we love filling every corner of our home. By the time everyone's settled in, the house feels alive. There's a hum, a rhythm. People drift from room to room. Kids disappear into the bedroom to play. Adults gather in the kitchen or living room catching up on life. And there's this unspoken understanding that tonight, we don't have to be anywhere else. We don't have to rush. We're exactly where we're supposed to be. Someone's asking when we're eating. Someone else starts setting up a game table. There's always someone starts telling a story that makes everyone stop and listen. Because that's what family does. We share. The big moments and the small ones. The funny stories and the meaningful ones. The updates on life and the random thoughts that pop into our heads. And it all matters. Every single bit of it. Let's talk about the food. Because if you know anything about our family, you know food is serious business. Not in a fancy, over-the-top way, but in a meaningful way. Food is how we show love, how we gather, how we create space for people to relax and just be. our New Year's meal is never fancy. No 5-course spreads, no complicated recipes that require 3 days of prep. It's comforting, filling, made to be eaten in conversation, not in silence. We usually have a main dish, something warm and hearty that can sit on the stove and stay ready while people graze. Sides that feel like home, bread that's still warm, maybe a salad if we're feeling ambitious. But honestly, people don't come for gourmet cuisines. They come for the feeling. The feeling of gathering around food that was made with them in mind. Food that says, I'm glad you're here. And the way we eat on New Year's, it's relaxed. No assigned seats, no formal dinner time. People drift in and out of the kitchen. Plates are filled, set down, picked back up. Conversations overlap. Someone's always going back for seconds. Someone's always sneaking bites off someone else's plate. And there's something so beautiful about that. Because it's not about the meal being perfect. It's about the meal being shared. It's about sitting down or standing up next to people you love and talking about everything and nothing while you eat. It's about the kid who finally tries something new and actually likes it. The uncle who tells the same story every year and everyone still laughs. The quiet moment where you catch someone's eyes crossing the table and just smile. Because you both know, this is it. This is what matters. Once everyone's eaten, once plates are cleared and the kitchen's a little quieter, the games come out. And let me tell you, this is where things get real. Because my family, we're competitive. Not in a mean way, but in a I'm absolutely going to win this and you can't stop me kind of way. Card games, board games, charades that get way too dramatic. Someone always takes it too seriously. Someone else pretends not to care, but absolutely does. And someone, usually one of the kids, finds a loophole in the rules that technically isn't cheating, but kind of is. And we let it slide. Because games aren't really about winning. They're about connection. They're about the laughter that erupts when someone makes a ridiculous move. The trash talk that gets slung across the table. The moments where everyone's so focused on the game that nothing else exists. No phones, no distractions, just us. Fully present, fully engaged. And that's rare. In everyday life, it's hard to get everyone in the same room at the same time, all paying attention to the same thing. But on New Year's Eve, it happens naturally. Because the games create space for it. They give us permission to be silly, to be loud, to be competitive in ways that don't matter but somehow still feel important. And in between rounds, in those quiet moments where someone's shuffling cards or setting up the next game, that's when the real conversations happen. Someone shares something they've been thinking about. Someone asks a question that leads to a story. Someone makes a joke that becomes an inside reference for years to come. And before you know it, hours have passed. The room's a mess, game pieces everywhere, snack wrappers scattered across the table, but nobody cares. Because we're together, and that's the whole point. As midnight gets closer, the energy in this house shifts again. Things slow down, the laughter softens, the room feels heavier. Not in a bad way, in a meaningful way. People start reflecting, talking about the year that's ending, what it brought, what it took, what they learned. And there's something sacred about those conversations, because we're not talking about resolutions or goals. We're talking about life, the hard parts, the beautiful parts, and the parts we don't see coming. And everyone listens, really listens, because that's what this night is for. It's for acknowledging where we've been and where we're going. But even if the year ahead feels uncertain, even if we don't know what's coming, there's comfort in knowing we're not walking into it alone. By the time the clock hits 11:50, the kids are getting restless. Someone's setting up their phone to watch the ball drop. Someone else is pouring sparkling cider into mismatched cups. And there's this quiet buzz of anticipation. Because even though we've done this 100 times, even though we know exactly what's going to happen, it still feels special. It still feels new. As the final minutes tick down, we all gather. In the living room, in the kitchen, wherever we are, we come together. And when the countdown starts, when the voices start shouting numbers in unison, there's this electricity in the air. Kids bouncing, adults smiling, everyone holding their breath just a little. And suddenly, they're cheering. Hugs that last a beat longer than usual. Smiles that light up the room. Phones come out. Texts get sent. Someone misses the countdown because they were in the bathroom, but celebrates anyway. And for just one moment, everything feels right. Not perfect, but right. Because we're here, together, starting a brand new year, the only way we know how, surrounded by the people who matter most. Now, there's one tradition that makes New Year's feel complete in our home. Oyster stew. I know. It's not for everyone, but for us, it's everything. Warm, simple, comforting in a way that's hard to explain. It's the kind of dish that's been passed down through generations. Not because it's fancy, but because it's familiar. Because it tastes like home, like history, like every new year that came before this one. And every year without fail, we make it. Here's how we do it. Hansen Family Oyster Stew. You'll need 2 pints of fresh oysters with their liquid. Don't throw that out. You need it. 4 tablespoons of butter, 4 cups of whole milk, salt and freshly cracked black pepper, a pinch of cayenne pepper, optional, but it adds a subtle warmth, and oyster crackers or crusty bread for serving. First, melt the butter in a heavy pan over medium heat. Let it get warm and fragrant. You're building that rich golden foundation. Add your oysters along with that beautiful liquid from the jar. Stir them gently and watch. You'll know they're done when the edges start to curl. That's your cue. Lower the heat. This is important. And slowly stir in your milk. Season with salt and pepper and a pinch of cayenne if you're feeling bold. And here's the key. Never let it boil. If it boils, the milk can separate and the oysters get tough. You want it hot, steaming, but not bubbling. Once everything's combined and heated, you're done. Ladle it into bowls. Serve it with oyster crackers or warm, crusty bread. and enjoy it slowly. Because this isn't just stew. It's tradition, it's memory, it's every New Year before this one and every New Year still to come. Served one warm, comforting bowl at a time. As the night winds down, as kids start falling asleep on couches and adults linger over the last of the coffee, I always find myself thinking the same thing. This is what life's about. Not the big, flashy moments, not the highlight reel, but this. The quiet chaos, the messy kitchen, the laughter that still echoes even after everyone's gone home. The feeling of being surrounded by people who know you, really know you, and choose to show up anyway. Because that's what family is. It's showing up year after year, no matter what. And building traditions, simple, meaningful traditions that remind us who we are and what we value. For us, New Year's isn't about resolutions or fresh starts. It's about saying, we made it through another year, and we're still here. And that's worth celebrating. As this new year begins, I hope you remember that traditions don't have to be loud or perfect. They just have to be real. A shared meal, a room full of people you love, a moment where you stop and realize you're exactly where you're supposed to be. From our family to yours, thank you for spending your new year with We Are the Hansons. I'm Maya Hanson. Until next time, hold your people close and never underestimate the power of gathering.